Well, hey there, Abernathy Antelope football fans. Ty Horsford, voice of the Antelopes, coming to you on another Friday game day for the Abernathy Antelopes, making the long road trip to Colorado City tonight to battle the Colorado Wolves, the Abernathy Antelopes. Ranked number 6 in the state in the latest Dave Campbell's Texas football poll, and they are 6-1 and 2-0 in district play, and they are battling a Colorado team that is mightily struggling so far in 2019. A stark contrast of what we saw last year from Colorado. Colorado came in riding high to Antelope Stadium last year at this point in the district season, actually 7-0 before Abernathy handed them their first loss of the season to the tune of 40-0. But this year, not near the success for Colorado as they come in 0-7 as the Wolves in search of their first win in 2019. So on paper, Abernathy going to be the heavy favorite coming up here this evening as Abernathy makes the 2-hour road trip to the south to Colorado City to battle those Sea City Wolves. And we'll have the broadcast for you, as always, beginning with a 7:15 pregame show and a 7:30 kick tonight from Colorado City, Texas. Again, if you can't make the trip, tune us in. But on this week's abbreviated version of the Abernathy Antelope pregame show, wanted to just briefly get you ready for the contest tonight. We mentioned Abernathy gave Colorado City their first loss of the season last year to the tune of 40-0 on their way to a district championship. These two teams last week, opposite ends of the spectrum as far as results are concerned. Abernathy, a convincing 42-0 shutout victory over Coahoma in a battle of 5-1 ball clubs. And then Colorado City, on the other hand, they fell short to the Idalou Wildcats 38-6 last Friday night. So both teams coming off of very different results. Hopefully the Antelopes continue their dominant play in district. They have outscored their district opponents through the first 2 weeks of the district season. This is not a broken record or a misprint or anything like that. 105-0. Abernathy with massive wins over Stanton and Coahoma to begin district play. Sea City up next tonight as the Colorado City Wolves present the next challenge for the Abernathy Antelopes. Again, Abernathy going to be big favorites on paper as you've got a Colorado team looking for their first win of the season. You've got offensively only scoring 6 points a game as we scout the opponent a little bit. Colorado just 6 points per contest. They've struggled to put points on the board, averaging less than 150 yards total offense per game. That's just kind of been the tell of the tape. I will say Colorado, they've dealt with a few injuries through the course of the season to some key players. They also lost a ton off of last year's playoff team, a team that battled in the top portion of the District 2 3A race. You've got a senior quarterback in Maverick Hale. Hey, give him props for his name. That's a good football name right there. But senior quarterback Maverick Hale, he will lead the charge for the Colorado City Wolves. If they have any shot to pull an upset tonight over the Antelopes, it's going to have to be on his shoulders offensively, and he's going to have to create some offense, which has been something that Colorado City has struggled to do here in 2019. They have yet to score more than 14 points in a game. That's going to be difficult going up against an Abernathy Antelope team averaging 42 points per contest and only giving up 9 points per game. Abernathy averaging 42-9 victories on the average per Friday night. Just a dominant season so far for the Antelopes. You've got Jake Cannell and Akamus Claret, two guys you're going to hear a lot on defense for Colorado. They both average 9 tackles per game. Again, another cool name, and Akamus Claret. If nothing else, I'm a fan of some of the names of these Colorado Wolves, so we may have some fun with that this evening. But that's a quick glance at the opponent tonight. The Colorado City Wolves. Of course, you got Abernathy coming in, ranked number 6 in the state in the latest or TABC or Dave Campbell's Texas high school football rankings. 6-1 on the season. Lone loss, of course, in that shortened, weather-delayed game against Post back several weeks ago, 14-13. Other than that, Abernathy has been dominant, 42-9, outscoring their opponent on the season. Senior quarterback Bryson Daly leads an offensive charge that is averaging 347 yards per contest. And for Daly, the team's leading passer at 102 yards, as well as the leading rusher on the ball club for the Antelopes, 135 yards for Daly. He accounted for 5 touchdowns in the win last week over Coahoma, as he was 14-14 passing for 4 touchdowns, and he ran for 1 as well. And then you've got a guy like Aaron Trevino. Man, just a breakout performance. He's had a solid season, but just he was all over the place last Friday against Coahoma. He's kind of becoming a bigger target in the receiving core for the Antelopes. He did catch a touchdown a week ago. He's actually got 2 touchdown passes on the season. And he's also been all over the field defensively, averaging 9 tackles per game for the Abernathy Antelopes. So Aaron Trevino has done a lot of good things. You've got Dante Flores and Matthew Deonda as well on the defensive side, chipping in 9 tackles per game for a defense that has been absolutely superb so far in 2019 for the Abernathy Antelopes. Again, back-to-back shutouts for this defense to begin district play, and just based on what we see on paper from Colorado, an Abernathy defense that should have an opportunity tonight to have a very similar performance as well, if kind of the averages live up to themselves, if you will, this evening. The Abernathy Antelopes and the Colorado Wolves tonight from a chilly Colorado City, Texas. We'll be there again, 7:30 kickoff, 7:15 on the pregame show. Would love to have you tune us in if you are unable to make the long road trip tonight to support the Abernathy Antelopes. You can support them by listening online, as you can visit our Facebook page for that information. But I tell you what, we wanted to jump on here for a few minutes this afternoon and get you set for the Abernathy Antelopes and the Colorado Wolves tonight. Again, shortened version of the Abernathy Antelope pregame show, as the Abernathy Antelopes look for victory number 7 in 2019, and they look to get to 3-0 in district play. Final 3 games of the season starting tonight. It's going to get fun from here on out as the Abernathy Antelopes make that charge towards a district championship, hopefully, and a deep playoff run. But for now, this is Ty Horsford, voice of the Antelopes, saying good night, or good afternoon, and God bless. Drive safe to Colorado City, and we will see you tonight, Antelope fans, as Abernathy and Colorado City hook up in district play.